Hey everybody. So this came to me just about when I woke up this morning, and it's has to do with human trafficking and infiltrating that whole business organization, because that's what it is. So okay, like if that were to happen, you guys got there's a reverberation for everything, right? So let's say hypothetically we were able to muster up some type of team and resources and equipment and all that to pull off some type of operation where we infiltrate a potential compound and rescue a bunch of human trafficking kids and all this and that. Now we have to think like what's the reverberation? Like what are the potential consequences of us doing these things? I mean, it's very good and awesome that we are, saving kids and human beings from this type of deplorable situation, but what is the opposition gonna do? You gotta think. So from my perspective, if I was the opposition, if that happened to me, if like they raided my shit, that's a huge move on their fucking food supply, on their supply chain. We would be threatening them at a very, very high level. So it's going to be, you have to expect a pretty dire response, a pretty dire counterattack to that action. And in my opinion, that would be a very good time for them to pull the cord on the grid. It may not be in all cities at once. It may just be in the city that situation was, that operation occurred, or it could just be in a city that they've already planned out and have set up to be that much more chaotic, kind of like Portland, because they've already defunded the cops and they have a lot of other shit going on here. So you have to think about that. You have to think like, okay, if we were to go and do an operation like that, like there's a possibility that that operation, even though it's from good heart and all these type of things, if we don't have an infrastructure set up for ourselves and our family and for the rest of humanity and all these things in a safe place for us to go, like that could be the spark that causes them to pull the plug, which creates anarchy and chaos and all this bullshit all over the earth. And then that would give them the right to come up from the ground and do what the fuck they doing, because then human beings would have completely lost their fucking minds and completely just lost themselves in evilness, which is what they want us to do, because that would allow them again to come up and feed. So it's really, in order for this all to work, the infrastructure needs to be created. That is the most imperative. That's the most important thing. That's the most crucial thing that we can all start working and speaking on, is developing a new infrastructure. It doesn't have to be the same everywhere, but just having places where people can go and get out of these cities and work and get their own food, get their own good water, food, living area, be around good people, get some good education, training, health, all these things, rehabilitation. That's what we need to do. Before, we can't really go and rescue the kids until we have a safe place to bring the kids, because that's how these people work. They work off disaster. So as soon as that happens, they're going to want to get more kids and more of this. So they're going to create another fucking disaster. Like they can do this shit whenever the fuck they want to. And if we go there doing what the fuck we're going to do, like what happens when you're in a fight and you punch somebody? Somebody punches you back. So we have to expect some type of backlash for that type of action. Not to mention, it's just the right thing to do, because these current infrastructures are evil as fuck anyways. So it's just the more and more I dive deep into this project, the more the need comes that we need to develop this infrastructure now. Like it's not just us, it's our kids, it's the family, it's the planet, it's the animals, it's everything. So let's just get on it. All right. I love you guys. Take care. Bye.